Hey, Paul here from Tried and True Hobbies. We had the old Bronco out in the water yesterday, and today I was checking it over and I noticed that it's got a hole in one of the tires, and the foams from Proline say not to get them wet. So unfortunately, let's have a look here. Unfortunately, one of the tires, there it is there. Let me zoom in. Right there. It's got a hole in it and there's water coming out. So I'm going to make a little video. Proline is stating, I think it goes for any foam, that if you get your foams wet, they rot. I've had that happen in previous trucks, so I seal my foams up now. So I'm going to make a little video. We're going to take that wheel off, and we're going to use a bicycle inner tube tire patch to fix the tire, and we'll go through it together. Okay, we're back. So the RC four-wheel drive Blazer rims that I've got on my Bronco come with a little adapter, which you have to put on the center hub, and then we'll use this old Tamiya wrench to get the wheel off. Let's see there. While we're at it, we'll probably go through and do a bit of oiling and whatnot. There we are. On this particular wheel, the nuts right into the center hub, and there's also a washer there, so I'll keep these together. Make sure there's nothing else in the box. We'll put them in the little box, put the adapter and the wrench away. So now we have the tire off. Let's see where that is. There it is, right there. So, yeah, see the water coming out of it now? Whoa! So, I'll get something to hold the water, and we'll get this apart. Looks like there's one screw missing on the center. We'll be right back. Okay, welcome back. And the first thing we're going to do is get the ring. There's a ring around these tires. We're going to take that off. There we go. And we got a little scale rust happening there. Looks like when I put the rings back on, I'll have to do some corrosion work there, corrosion blocking. Now they make a little adapter tool. I keep all of my tools for these wheels in a little bag, a zip bag, and let's have a look here. That's the one. So they make a little tool they give you that goes in a, there we go. It's like I have to get one or two more of those screws. Okay, we're back. Okay, I got all the screws out, which releases the adapter. And I'm going to take the tool and put it back in the bag so we don't lose it. And then I'm going to take the adapter and the screws for the adapter and put them over here so we don't lose them. And now we should be able to get the the wheel apart. Wow, it's really bonded itself. The rubber stuck right to the rim. There we are, it's letting go. You can see that. There we are. Whoa. Yep. There's lots of water in there. I don't know if you can see that. Now we'll get this side off. And I think before I do anything else, I'm gonna get a Sharpie. And mark this as the outside, so it goes back in the same way. Out. Wow, things have really got stuck together here. I'll just gently do this. We don't want to rip anything. There we go. There it is. See the rubber separating? It's almost bonded. There we go. Alright. Yeah, everything's wet. Let's get the ring out of here. There's the internal ring, which is wet. And here. There we go. We'll turn this inside out. Yep, nice and wet. There we go. And there's the two-stage foam. I'll give that a good wash and then we'll let everything dry before we put it back together, which will be an interesting experience, I'm sure. So we'll get right back to you. Okay, welcome back. So what we're going to do is we're going to clean these parts. A bit of water here. A little bit of surface rust coming off there. We're done, we'll rinse them. Let's get all these parts. Yeah, it's really starting to rust. I'll probably take something and clean that up a little bit. later on. Yeah, you can see this one's really rusty too. Nice to have metal pieces, but if they get wet, stay wet, they tend to rust. We'll clean that up later and probably coat it with something just to keep it from getting worse. There we are. And the tire. And make sure we're going to use some rubber cement and a patch from a bicycle after we clean this for a bicycle tire. So make sure we get all this cleaned and degreased. And hopefully we can keep the water out. There's our nice RC four-wheel drive tire, nice and clean now. Let's make sure we get everything off the outside. And we'll flip it back again. So that's the inside we want to patch, but we'll have to let everything dry really well. There we are, nice and clean. The outer foam. There we go, nice and clean, and get the inner foam. So we'll let everything dry and rinse everything off, let everything dry, and then we'll do the tire patch. Okay, welcome back everybody. Well, we've got the RC four-wheel drive tire all dried here, and the next thing we're going to do is use this bicycle repair kit. It's a tube repair kit. It comes with a variety of patches, some rubber cement, and a little scuffer, metal scuffer. So what we're going to do is, and we'll show you, I found the holes in the side of the tire. Now, I don't know if you can see it, but there are some few holes there, and around on this side there's one hole there. So basically what we have to do is scuff these up and clean them. I've already done a bit of it. Come around to here, do a bit of scuffing, and then once we get the scuffing done, we have to get a suitable size of patch, which I think this is quite a long tear. It goes from up here in an L shape down to here, so I may use a larger patch. There's some round ones here. I think the round ones might be good on the other side. There's the round ones. And then we'll use this tire cement, which has to be opened, so use the cap here. Be careful not to squeeze it so we don't get it all over the place. There we go. Just got a little on my finger, and I'll put the lid back on this. Well, let's start with the smallest one first. I think I'll use a Now it doesn't really say which way these go on, but I'm going to guess that it goes on this way. I'm just going to get a pair of scissors. When I pulled it up, I kind of curled that edge, so I'm going to just nip that out. And then we're going to put it right here. Yeah. So we'll put some cement on this. Spread it around nicely. And I'm gonna set that there. I'm gonna put a little right in the hole. See if we can't laminate this thing really nicely. There we go. Give it a nice juicy patch there. And then we'll put this on. And I'm going to have to find something, I think, to hold it in place. So that's where the first patch is going to go. I'm not sure if that's the right way or whether this is the right way. So we'll be back in a few minutes. I'll just get that worked out. Okay, welcome back. Well, what I'm doing is using the bit of chrome foil that came from the packaging, so I don't have to get my fingers in it, kind of pressing it down. Get the edges sealed. Starting to go on nicely now. And make sure it's all down there. I'm going to put a little more glue on that edge in here where I nipped it. There we go. Get a really nice glue joint going here. There we are. Glue all the way around. Yeah, keeping this little bit of foil is a nice thing. You don't have to get your fingers in the glue. There we are. So there, that patch went on really nicely. There we go. So patch number one's good. I think I'll let that dry for a while before I put the second one on, so I don't disrupt it or move it, you know. So we'll be back and do the second one. Okay, here we go. The first patch is dried pretty good. Looks like it's going to be good and strong. Now it's time to do this one here. I'm going to start by doing the same thing. I'm going to put glue right down into the hole there. Put that down there. Let's reapply some glue. Hurts to do something again if it doesn't look right. There we go. Get a nice wet thing going there. There we are. I'll get that piece of foil again. There we go. I'll start working that down. Okay, second patch is all worked down. You just have to work the edges to keep them from popping back up till the glue dries a bit, and then it sticks down quite nicely. And that's the first patch I put on. So we'll let her dry now so we don't move it around and lift it. And then I'll apply some more glue around the edges and let it dry later. But that looks good. Hopefully that'll keep the foams nice and dry. Welcome back. We let the tire patches dry overnight, and looks really good. You can move them, and that should keep the water out and keep the tires from ripping further. So now we'll take all these parts and some screws and things, and we'll reassemble the wheels, and we're off to the races. So till next time, keep on trucking.